like to begin by welcoming everyone to the Nicholas County Courthouse remodel celebration, highlighting their new courtroom and judge's office. We would like to express our gratitude to Nicholas County and the County Commission for their active participation in the Summersville Area Chamber of Commerce and its initiatives. On behalf of myself, the Board of Directors, and the Chamber membership, we would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations on the remarkable remodel of your facility.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our new hearing room. This is where we'll be today. I'd like to introduce our Sheriff, Johnny Evans. Of course, you know Lindsay from the Chamber. I'm Craig Chapman. This is Gary Roberts, Garrett Cole, Judge Tucker, Alex Hewitt from Senator Justice's office, and Judge Callahan. There's a few of you in this room that saw this room before we started, but if you could have saw what this room started as, you would not believe what it is today. And Judge Tucker will tell you, he brought me in here with this idea, and we kind of just thought, well, it's possible, but boy, it's going to be hard. So this entire room was filled with great big giant rolling files that we had to take apart. And the circuit clerk and her people did a great job of moving things and doing what they did. So I commend you for that. The new offices next door were the circuit clerk's offices. We've moved them downstairs and made them some new offices, and so far all of it's worked. If you get a chance to look in there and tour, it's up to the judges how far we can go with it, because everything has to be secure here. But thank you for coming. Welcome. Look around what we did for the first time in, what'd you say, 102 years?
Since 1880.
Yeah, that there was 2 courtrooms in Nicholas County. So now we can process things. This is a hearing room where a lot of the hearings and pretrials and things like that will happen. The main courtroom, I'm sure it'd be okay if we went in there and just looked around. That's where a trial would be, because it has a jury room and everything like that. So this was an undertaking. This was mandated by the Supreme Court that we had to do this. The hearing room was ours. It was our idea, but it has all worked out, and we think we've made something really nice. So thank you for coming for us today.
All right, so as Commissioner Chapman said, I'd like to take a moment to welcome you guys. So via legislation last year, we actually picked up a second judge in the county, and I think that's going to do great things for us. It's going to double our judicial capacity. As he stated, this was an unfunded mandate. Basically, it was put on us in a very short amount of time that we needed to create offices, staff, and then a place for us to actually process the cases that come through. And through a collaborative effort with the different departments of the courthouse, and a lot of folks had to sacrifice a lot of time, efforts, and even some conveniences, we were able to cut costs and actually meet the deadline of 1/1/25. We actually exceeded that, I think, by 2 weeks. But I definitely want to extend a thanks out to everybody involved. We were trying to be good fiduciaries with the county's funds, and we cut this cost down, I'd say probably several $100,000 if we had to do any severe remodels. And just a lot of out-of-the-box thinking is what brought this to fruition today. It's a beautiful looking room. I think it'll serve us well. And like I said, I just want to appreciate everybody for attending today, and all the folks who were flexible with the relocating throughout the courthouse, and a lot of your resources have maybe put some distance from you guys, and you have to walk a little farther, do a little bit more, and I don't undermine that at all, because I know that's a big undertaking in a genuine statement there. But thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you all for coming in today. This was a very short notice undertaking by the commission here. We appreciate Judge Callahan and Judge Tucker working with us to make the best of what we had. There's even conversations of additional buildings and additions to the courthouse, and really, that just seems so extreme. And because of the good work of our circuit clerk, Debbie Facemeyer, and her staff, and their willingness to work with us and get a little creative at times, we were able to come up with these facilities. This is not a grandiose courtroom that'll hold 500 people, but we really didn't need that, and we tried to keep our costs efficient. Commissioner Chapman had a lot of leadership on that, and I appreciate what all he's done. And really just a good opportunity. As Commissioner Roberts said, this is an opportunity to double our judicial capacity. I like how you said that. And really trying to work on issues that prevail in Nicholas County. We have a lot of speculation in the communities right now that will be addressed. And we have a lot of situations where, our jail bill is over $1 million probably going into this next budget year. We're paying $1 million of a $7.8 million budget to a state facility that we didn't ask for. And so whenever you take financial restraints like that, we were kind of put in a pickle. But by working with these two gentlemen, both our judges, the circuit clerk, and all the appropriate offices, it came together really nice, and it'll hopefully be a well-used area here in the courthouse and definitely benefit the citizens of Nicholas County. So thank you all for coming.
Let me also thank everybody for being here today, and I'm going to back up a little bit and explain how this has developed. In 2024, the legislature decided, for whatever reason, you can argue it both ways, that Nicholas County needed a second judge. I ran for it. Unfortunately, the people had the confidence in me to elect me. Steve and I had several conversations over the course of the election and January 1, and we were confident that we could cooperate with each other and use the existing courtroom. And we did work that out, and we do use the existing courtroom. We share that, and they've been very cooperative. I'm thankful for that. When they decided we needed a second judge, what they didn't do was fund it, other than Supreme Court salaries. This was something that they dumped on the commission. I talked to a county commissioner in Kanawha County and some others just to get some ideas of what to do, and I knew they're spending millions of dollars. I knew we couldn't do that. So one day we were walking through here. Debbie wasn't real happy with us because she got pushed downstairs, and that was unfortunate, and it just couldn't be helped. We decided, the way it was going to work until we got this room was when Judge Callahan was in court, my court reporter, myself, and my law clerk weren't in court, and vice versa. When I was in court, they weren't going to be in court. So we decided, walking through this room, this might be a nice little room to come up with a second hearing room. We can do anything in here other than have jury trials. So we worked with the commission, and believe it or not, the only thing, other than the construction process, the only thing new in this courtroom are the chairs. We found, I priced we tried to get the Votech to come in and build us a bench, and they were too busy, and I understood that. We priced benches, modular benches, and that's what I'm talking about, this, were $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. I knew the county couldn't afford that. So together, we found a used bench. We paid $2,000, and then got it shipped in here for $1,500. So everything you see in here, other than these two tables, which they already had, we salvaged, and we made it work. So all in all, I think it's a great deal for the county. I've used this room several times, used it this morning, as a matter of fact. His hearings aren't as conducive to using this room as mine are, because he has a whole lot more people involved in his hearings. But we'll use it 5 days a week. We intend to use it 5 days a week. The prosecutor's office has been very cooperative with us in making that happen. The county or circuit clerk's office as well. So all in all, I think it's a good thing for the county. So thank you all very much, and I appreciate it.
I'm sorry to interrupt the chain of command here, but just real quick, I do want to say, so as you had an excellent point with the furnishings and stuff, these were going to be very expensive, and we were fortunate enough to find a courthouse out west that was being remodeled in Wisconsin and being remodeled, so we were able to actually pick up this furniture. It wasn't in the best shape, but as you can see, our maintenance director is Mike Moore for the county commission and all of our facilities. He and DRC did an excellent job reworking this, changing different aspects of the furniture to make it fit in this room, and so I want to show appreciation for them too, and I wanted to make sure we did that.
Well, and the contractor did an excellent job as well, and rushed it to get it done when we needed to get it done. So all in all, it was everybody cooperated and made this work. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Hewitt, and I'm here on behalf of Senator Justice, and he would like me to thank you all for coming and thank everyone involved with this excellent project. And he's asked me to come down and present a certificate of recognition, not only for the remodel, but Nicholas County's commitment to servicing their citizens excellently. And we'll look forward to that continuation, guys. Thank you very much.
Very briefly, Nicholas County does have 2 circuit judges now. That's never happened, but people in the public might think, well, how's that going to work, and what's going to happen? And I can report to the public that it's working very, very well. Judge Tucker and I met, and we've divided up cases, and We've cooperated, our staffs, we all get along together, and that helps us serve the public. But what else serves the public is these facilities. This facility will help us serve the public even better. So I welcome Judge Tucker as a co-judge here in this county, and we're working very well together. So I can report to the public that it's working very well, and we're going to continue to serve the public because that's what we're here for.
1, 2, 3.